I got to know them. I know things about them. They know things about me. I don't even think Natalie even knew what my son's name was until probably like a year ago or so.
Only for the Fans, the podcast.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Baddies.
Oh, God. I'm about sick of that damn. I'm tired of that title, Lord Jesus. I'm tired of hearing it.
Okay. Well, let's talk. How many seasons in total did you do?
This is my 6th season.
6 seasons. Okay.
Yeah, 6.
And you mentioned like kind of how Zeus fell into your lap. Did you audition at all for when your first season happened? Or did it kind of, was it like you had a little status about you and they kind of just was like, we like you?
No. So my first show on the Zeus Network was One More Chance.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. It was One More Chance. It's a love show. And I did 2 seasons of that. So that's where they got me from for Baddies. They got me from a love show that I previously was casted for because I was on there fighting.
Okay.
And it was like, it wasn't even about love no more. So once I came on the show, I thought it was gonna be about, something else different. But it was something else.
So you didn't
different.
know. Like you didn't realize that the B show was gonna be what it was gonna be.
That I was told that it was gonna be sisterhood. It was about Natalie told me it was gonna be about sisterhood and all this other stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, as soon as we get in the house, somebody getting beat up in the sink. I was like, oh, this is sisterhood. Oh shit, I guess me and my sisters do
all up in the faucet.
I be fighting my sisters, so I guess this is sisterhood. Let's go.
Okay. So you're like, hey, we tussling. We tussling in the sinks and on the sofas.
The sinks everywhere.
After the first season, what made you say, I'm going to continue on?
Well, it was so much fun. Just traveling and making money and beating people up for fun. Like I used to do stuff like this, like for free on the streets and got to deal with the police and all this other extra stuff. I get to do this for money. So it's like something I was used to. And then I never got, really to see the world because I'm from the ghetto. Right. So it's like we traveling, we doing all this stuff. I'm going places I've never been. I'm making the money I've never made. And, I definitely built a bond with some of the producers and everything at the Zeus Network. So I was just like, I'm very comfortable.
Right. Okay. And thus far, do you have a favorite season that you participated in?
South, Baddie South.
Yeah, that was your favorite. What about it makes you feel like this was the season?
It was so original. Everybody came in on their own perspective, own personalities. It was like only a few people was befriended, a few people. So when I first started and I came in and I got to learn different people, it wasn't like this is, I'm here based off this person, or I'm here based off this person. It was everybody was there based off their own shit, and they couldn't wait to, really debut themselves to the world. Now it was like everybody come in with a persona. Like, okay, if I clout chase off her, I know I'll be here. It's just be for no reason. So now it's like for no reason. But when I first started, it was like bitches really had a reason.
Yeah. Do you feel like, or has it happened to you personally that like things happen a one way during filming, but then things get edited out or edited in to make the story be told differently?
Honestly, no.
No.
When I watch the show, it goes accordingly. Like I remember everything accordingly. Maybe some people say things and it didn't get put in because they wanted it to get put in, but no, that's how it goes.
So what we see as the consumer is usually how it went down.
It's how it went down. Like I said, the argument lasts for like 10 minutes. Can't put a 10-minute argument in a dang show. We only got 30 minutes to watch it. So yeah, certain things get cut off from what people say, like, oh, that's why you this and you that. And then they like, oh, you didn't put my joke in. Well, hey, it just wasn't funny enough. We got to put the rest of the stuff in that matters.
We got an hour.
Let's go. We got an hour to watch the show. Can't put your jokes in for 10 minutes. So
yeah. Russian cream.
Oh, God.
This is only for the fans.
It is definitely only for the fans.
So, if you don't mind.
No, I mind. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
What was the beef for real? Like, what's the tea? Like,
so I don't know. She came in the house and On camera, I had told the girls, because I've done this like 6 seasons, so I know how it is to be homesick, be away from your family, crying on the low because you really want to go home because you just too stressed out. So I told the girls like, hey, if y'all need anybody to talk to, if you need anybody like to, lean on, if this is too much for you, come to me. I promise you, I'ma listen because everybody else ain't gonna listen to y'all.
Okay, so real quick, I want to go back. You said that you do get homesick. Yes. How long is filming? How long are you really away?
I say max probably about 30 days.
Okay, so a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not as bad.
It's not as bad. But it can be for people who have maybe never been away from home for 30 days.
Are partying straight for 30 damn days. Like, if you can't party straight for 30 days, do not apply to be on this show.
Okay.
But
so boom, you let everybody know, hey, I can, I'll talk to you.
Yeah, and she just came out of nowhere like, I don't need none of that. I know what I signed up for. I'm good. I'm like, okay, calm down your little hostile. Like, I just offered you like kindness. Like, and then after that, like, it was the whole situation where I watched her try to pursue Elsie to go fight K. Rican. And I literally watched him do it. And I'm like, I don't think Elsie wanted to do it. Elsie wasn't. She swear, but now she was. But Elsie was standing there like this, like, she didn't even have a drink. So I'm like, here, Betty shot a clock. And that's why I said, like, certain things, yeah, it don't get aired. But that's why when that clip got put in of her going to go tell Elsie, okay, now it's the time to go punch that girl. So she got mad because I called that out. And then on top of that, like, some of the girls came to me and told me, hey, she been going around with a video of you on her phone. She showed us all the video. They was all laughing at the video. I was like probably 19 years old in the video. They got it off YouTube. I was singing. And she like basically told them that if I tried her, that she was going to do this and that. And I'm just like, damn, you already was plotting on me. So that's why I said some girls come on there with their own personality, and some people come on there just be like, okay, I'm gonna pick that one, and I know if I pick that one, I'm gonna go viral if I fuck with her. Even if she do beat me up, I know for a fact that I will. So that's how I feel where she was off at. Like, girl, she was not even speaking to nobody. She was walking past people with her nose snared up. Like, I'm like, good morning. Everybody was saying good morning to her. She was starting little sarcastic arguments with different casts off camera. I was like, this girl gonna get herself into trouble. And she definitely did. Because this ain't, what y'all seen ain't even the end of it. Like, this is just the beginning of her getting herself into trouble.
Okay. And so you feel like she just kind of came in on that like rah-rah type of energy because she felt like that may be what gets her there.
Yeah, because let her tell her she's a sweetheart. She don't do stuff like this. This is not her cup of tea. But I'm like, dang, you was kicking the door, trying to kick the door in to get to K. Rican.
Wow. So with the fights, are any of them ever at any point like staged to the point? Because I've heard like when it comes to like a Love and Hip Hop show, they've done interviews and they say like the fight itself may not be staged, but the situation, the scenario is
like
staged.
Bringing people together.
Yeah, like, oh, we're gonna need you to go over here to this cafe, but you don't know that such and such is gonna be at the cafe, and you don't know that such and such heard about what you like, like creating the situation for a fight to erupt.
No, I feel like everybody already know that you're gonna get into a fight. And we're all a cast, so we all gotta be in the same room regardless. Like, we can't be separated for that long. As of instance, like, Tommy was there and we filmed for like probably 3 days until I actually saw Tommy. And it wasn't because it was trying to be a setup scene, it's because Tommy had to film some other shit before she even saw me. So it was like, okay. And then we had the scene to where she had to come in the house. She was going to have to come in the house regardless. Right. So it was like, either I see you here or I'm going to see you there. So regardless, we're going to have to see each other. It's 12 girls living in one house. They barely can even keep them apart while we in the house with the cameras off.
Right.
So I just feel like it's yeah, bitches are going to fight regardless.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts on Tommy? Especially with her coming from like, she had been on the, she had done Love and Hip Hop stuff and she had kind of been seasoned in that way. And then she kind of had a rep for being like a bad girl on Love and Hip Hop to transition that over to baddies. What was your thoughts on her, like her attitude or the relationship between you and her?
At first, I really liked Tommy. And I understood, what she was kind of like going through on Love and Hip Hop. When it came to her being singled out because, people looked at her some, different type of way. So when she did come into the house, me and Biggie, we was the first ones to like, really mess with her like that and, kick it with her and stuff. But I wasn't too much up her ass like Biggie was. You know, I'm not even gonna say like Biggie was up her ass, but she definitely was like, oh, this is my friend, this is that and that. Like, you know, I still got to get to know this woman.
Right.
So when I did, and I seen her, you know, how the way she roll, and you know, with the whole her always being drunk and everything, I can't deal with people like that because it's always gonna be belligerent behavior from that person when they're always liquored up 24/7. I don't like hanging around people that need a drink to film. When I'm filming, I drink I wait till I go to the club. Then I get wasted. But when I'm filming on Zeus, they like, here, you want to drink? No, I'm good because I have to be in my right mind to film. I need to know what I'm saying. I need to know, you know, what I'm doing. And then that's it. But most of them, especially Tommy, needs a drink. And then that's when it becomes somebody else. I don't know who the hell that is.
So sober Tommy, you like?
Yes. Sober Tommy, I like. Drunk Tommy, no, can't stand her. Stay away from me.
Do you feel like at any point, because it seems, well, first of all, was there any sort of pressure or obligation to consume alcohol during filming?
No.
Okay.
These girls will wake up and batty shot o'clock.
It's a choice. So everyone's making an independent choice.
Wake up looking for the liquor.
Okay.
Sometimes we buy our own liquor, but yeah, everybody is a choice. It's not like here, you drink this to no. When I'm walking down in the kitchen, everybody got cups. I'm like, are y'all serious? Did y'all have breakfast?
It's 10:14 in the morning.
No, not 10:14. Probably a little earlier.
Oh no.
Because we got to start glam early. We got to make sure we get ourselves together. Yeah.
So, and I don't know, but it seems like alcoholism may have been a very big issue during filming. Do you feel like there should have been, at least even like maybe after filming, that there should have been like some advocacy for it? Like, hey, like we don't want alcoholism to exist. Or do you think it was more just beneficial for everybody to want to drink all the time?
I feel like everybody made their own choice. I even sometimes try to tell the girls, like, you know, just kind of slow it down. Even when production would take the bottles and hide them, somehow they will be found. They will be back. Yeah. So it would be more of like, okay, you guys can have one shot or two. And then it's where's the bottle? Where is the bottle? Like, oh my God, it'd be like little wild animals looking for the bottle. Like
alcoholism.
I'm like, whoa. But yeah, they do definitely try to control it. Like they keep the bottles. They don't allow the girls to have their own bottles. If they see us with the bottles, they definitely like try to take them or be like, you know, but you know, like, no. But this, for the past seasons, it's been a problem with people needing alcohol every day.
Yeah. Okay. Who would you say in the seasons in which you've been a part of was the most difficult to work with?
Whew. Honestly, I love Biggie so much. And I tell her this all the time. She know I tell her, she is a diva. Biggie is a diva. And that's the first diva I have ever met in my life. Literally. She doesn't see it about herself, but we have the same birthday. We're both Virgos. And I could see a little bit, some of the things I'm like, okay, sometimes I have my little diva-ish ways. But Biggie, oh God, she is a diva. So that's the only reason why, you know, it was kind of like, okay, Biggie, we got to calm her down, you know, because she feel very sentimental about stuff and she wasn't going to leave it alone until she was heard. So I wouldn't say she's difficult to work with at all. She's just a big baby.
Yeah.
That's it. She's just a big
powder.
baby. Yes, she's just a big baby. That's it.
Yeah. Who do you feel like had the worst attitude?
Oh my God. Let me...
Can I get my list?
Jesus Christ, there was so many of these hoes. The worst attitude. I'm not gonna lie. Towards me?
I mean, just towards you or in general?
I don't know. Everybody is like crazy. Like I don't know. I'm thinking of a lot of different girls right now, but it's only bad attitude when they under pressure to, you know, having to get up on time and do this and do that, be punctual. Or the attitudes is like that, quick. So there's a lot of them. I can't even name one.
Yeah.
That's why I said, oh,
A multitude. We'll
It's
just
a
say that.
multitude.
A multitude of bad attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody that you did work with that moving forward you would refuse to work with again?
Natalie.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Done with that situation.
What is it that you feel like was the breaking point for you after doing so many seasons?
Well, it's the off-camera stuff for me. It's the talking behind my back. It's the, the being weird. Like if a person really don't like you, and this is how I roll. It's my principle. If I don't really like you, I don't want to be around you.
Right.
If we can make money together and I can say I like you, okay, we can make money together, but we don't have to hang out. We don't have to be in each other's face. I can, we could do the scene. We could do this and then we could go. It was the whole, I feel like it was the whole using me for protection because most of the girls did not come back this season for Baddies Africa. And I stayed by her side for damn near the whole time into the ending. And, when you fall out with certain people, they tend to, and especially people that done, stuff for you and they feel hurt, like really hurt, they're gonna start showing you things and telling you stuff if they, mess with you too. And there were certain things that I was shown, me being called a fat, while I'm standing to get her out of here. I don't want her in my room while I'm standing in the room. Like it was just a lot. And we was getting into it off camera too. Before we even went to Africa, we had got into an altercation in the Louis Vuitton store over her side dude. You know
Not
what
the
I'm
Louis
saying?
store.
Yes, we were in the Louis Vuitton store with her side dude on some weirdo type stuff. So me and her ended up getting into it. Me and her ended up getting into it.
I thought that was internet foolery. Go ahead.
Look,
Okay.
it's always out. But at the end of the day, like I said, the trust is gone. And I don't care about how much money you can get by me. I'm not doing another season of that show.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm suppressed it. I feel like I'm not about to be breaking my neck and my back and my soul to make no female rich that don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not you that's in front of this camera that's fighting. It's not you that's in front of this camera that's making viral moments and viral sounds and making your show pop. It's these girls. It's me. It was Tasiki, Biggie, Anna. It was Krishan. Everybody, and it's like the acknowledgement is not there. Once she feels like you're not on her side or you don't do this, it's like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of going through that. I've been through that on and off with her for years, and we're not even really friends. I don't hang out with her outside the show. I don't care to travel with her and her little whole baddies, whatever you want to call them, her entourage baddies. I don't care to be seen with any of them because at the end of the day, all I care about is people showing me the respect that I need and I deserve, especially if I'm doing somebody's job.
Yeah.
Because I did the job damn near the whole season, and I ain't never worked this hard. Like, and I'm not saying anything bad about the network, but I feel like I definitely deserve more than what I get paid, and I get paid a lot. For one season, I get paid a lot. But for me having to do her job this season while she was out doing whatever the hell she was doing and having a ball in Africa, and I got to get up every morning and get these girls together and learn these girls and make sure that this is happening and that is, like, I felt drained. And for a motherfucker to talk behind my back the whole time while I was there and not to even give me a proper thank you and here I want to show my appreciation, like, Natalie is done in my books. She's done.
Yeah. I can tell that this hits very deep for you when it comes to Natalie. I can tell that. I can feel that. And so I don't want to continue to talk about her too much. What I will say, what I do want to ask though, is do you feel like Natalie has any good intentions for the Baddies franchise, or for these girls that are on this show? Because I saw an interview, and I cannot think of this young lady's name, but she said that I think I did the Twin Towers interview, I believe. Y'all figure it out. Y'all got it. But they said that at least like with the Bad Girls Club, there was therapy. There was an intent to be better. There was an intent to learn better. There was an intent to behave better and be more young lady-like. And even though there may have been fighting or there may have been whatever, the goal at the end was always to be better. Mm-hmm. And that seems to be a lack of intent with baddies, that it's just like we're just all here getting drunk and fighting. Do you feel like Natalie has any good intentions when it comes to this whole scene and situation?
I feel like she used to, not anymore. Like when I first started, she used to fight for us for a lot of things. It, like things that we wanted to do, things that we were going through mentally. She was always there. Natalie kind of stopped, and I think it's because she's not humble no more. Every time she gets into it with somebody, every time it's I make $1 million, I have all this, I'm you're miserable, I got this, I got that, and it's just like, okay, you have that, but what else do you have to make you happy? You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I have a show about women going through stuff, fighting and stuff like that, yes, like you said, it should be some type of healing after, because guess what? I had to grow by myself. I didn't have Natalie in my ear telling me, hey, I've been in here 15 years, so this is the advice I want to give you. Never have I not once ever had gotten advice from Natalie. So I don't expect her to do that with the new girls. And that's what they asked me. They said, Rollie, are we ever going to get to know this woman? Are we ever going to, get to hang out with her? Is she ever going to get to know us? Like she don't even know our names. Like, and I told them straight up, no, you're not. Like, it was, once you leave here, it's all on you. Natalie leaves everything all on you until she needs a friend, and then she'll have you on the private jets, and then she'll have you at these shows you're not getting paid for, then she'll have you here and there. And then once she's done using you up, you go back to your life. That's it. That's it, and that's all. That's how I feel like that, how she does these girls. So I took the time out this season, personally, and the last few seasons. That's why a lot of girls they fuck with me, because I got to know these girls.
Yeah.
I got to know them. I know things about them. They know things about me. I don't even think Natalie even knew what my son's name was until probably like a year ago or so. They know nothing about him. And I know everything about her. Respect her family, respected everything about her. But as of now, all that's lost. All is lost.
It's over.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. If you don't mind me asking, when is the last time that you actually like spoke to her? Has it been a long time?
It was probably a month ago, after I confronted her about what she said to me, to her hairstylist when we were filming Africa, and a whole little group chat, about, the things that she said about me. And, I said what I said to her, and she put me in a group chat with her team, her hairstylist and her fucking makeup artist, telling me not to believe the girl, that she's trying to manipulate me. Like, first of all, that girl ain't never did nothing to me. I done hung out with this girl outside of baddies. I done had conversations with her and everything. That girl ain't got no bad intentions for anybody. She comes to Zeus and she does her job. She don't interact with the cast. She don't be in messy stuff. She literally comes to work. That's it, and that's all. She don't even put her 2 cents in. So for her to be that hurt and to, inform me about those things, it hurt my feelings. Because I'm like, damn, like, I didn't say nothing bad about her. I didn't do nothing. And I got to deal with this. So, yeah.
Lastly, do you have any final words? If you have any for Natalie, because it seems as like, the tie is severed, that there is no intent to ever try to, whatever what's done is done. If there was any final words that you may have for her, what would they be, if you want to share?
Her and her bank account can eat my ass.
Disrespectfully, I guess. What?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a lot of ass. I saw it when she walked in. It's a lot.
Only for the Fans, the podcast.